did you play any sports in high school? Or were you put on high school sports even if you didn't play any? I about middle school I dropped out of the whole sports or competitive school sports thing because it was just that competitive, like to a ridiculous degree. In middle school, my opinion on all of that, and this spreads not only to sports. This goes on to all those high school clubs and just all kinds of little outside things that, I mean, for the most part, it all just seems like a big waste to me. And this is just my thoughts on it. I mean, if you're into this stuff, cool. If you want to become a pro baseball player, then go for it. But you got there's a I don't know. High school is a very weird time for a lot of people. Um, just everybody's young, they're very inexperienced, and they don't really think a whole lot of things through. That's how I kind of say it. It's a very strange setting with status and um, things like that. Um, and I don't really think a whole lot of people actually think through playing playing their high school sports or whatever. Where I did kind of really think it through because I mean I ever since I was a little kid, I mean I was always playing baseball, basketball, soccer. Those are the main big three. And as a kid, you play sports because well your parents decided to sign you up for them. But there is a good degree of fun factor in there too. So you do want to play it. And it looks like this will be Nuketown only this episode too. So sorry. Oh well. That's where you'd use the knife though. Close quarters map. Um, and they're just. But as you get older, it starts making this transition from, you know, let's of hey we're playing to have fun to hey we're playing to win. And yes, you're always playing to win, but there is a certain level of it really doesn't matter who wins. Let's just have some fun and play. But let's both try our best, you know, without overdoing it. But as you get older, it starts really. It makes this very strange transition into you have to win. We're gonna like really do everything we can to ensure that we win, and if we don't win there's a problem and you're going to be punished for it, and you have to represent your school, and it's just very strange to put so much work into it. And I mean, you know, as a kid baseball got boring rather quickly. That's probably the first thing that just went bam, this is boring. I mean I enjoy playing baseball, but you know it's ever just hot days standing out there just standing around and or waiting for to bat. It gets old pretty quick, and I think it's like that for a lot of people. But you know, there's still soccer and basketball. That's what I was still into. But then you know, basketball quickly turned into this is a very competitive thing, and I just kind of I'm like, you know, I'm not gonna get into it like that. And soccer, I just wanted to do other things. That's all there was to it. And I was kind of getting fed up with the stupidity of everyone on my team in all sports at a really young age. Why don't you throw the ball there? You know. Why don't you know what's going on? You know, hey guys, we could do this. Like, you could, if we all work together, we could actually do this. No, but yeah, I mean, my high school is definitely a strange one, and it's probably not like almost anybody else's high school, but it's just so weird. I don't know. I never understood why so many people wanted to represent the school. And do things for the school. It was as if, you know, if I play and I do well, the school takes credit for it. Which, okay, yeah, I'm playing on their team and they got their coaches coaching me, but why are they taking? It's just why would they take so much credit for it and they punish me when I don't do well? It's just so weird, and I couldn't stand it. And honestly, if you did play those things, you had no time at all for yourself. You have no time to just relax or do whatever you want. You're basically just playing for the team, and you're not even getting paid for it. Um, you're just playing for the sake of playing. I don't know. If you're into it, that's cool. If you like the exercise, that's cool. But to me, I just didn't see it worth anything. And one big thing I don't know if it's an opinion or what, but it seems a lot of people just their whole life has always only been their high school football or whatever. That's the biggest accomplishment they've ever done in their life. That's their big moment. Yeah, I played high school football. How many people who actually play sports in high school move on to college and play sports? Not so many. And how many out of college continue to play? Very few. So spending so much time on all that is a huge waste, in my opinion. It always has been. Um, because I need to learn how. If I want to make it in this world, and I don't want to be some poor schmuck working crappy jobs because I decided not to study. Well, then I'm gonna have to be smart and learn and actually know what the heck I'm doing and get some skills. So that's why I'm focused on school and then my own free time, because even my schoolwork took so much out of my day, it was ridiculous. So I would what little time I had left for myself, which is actually probably more than a lot of people have, but um, I was able to do whatever I wanted to do, and that's exactly what I wanted. So that's so I mean, all I'm telling you guys, think it through. Is it at the level that they make you work at this stuff? Is it gonna hurt your education? Is it hurting your free time? Why do you do this? Do you do it because you enjoy it, or do you do it because it's either a status thing, you're cool if you play basketball, or because that's just what the cool kids do? That's just what I don't know. That's the attitude a lot of them take on for some weird reason. Um, I guess it is the most exciting thing about high school, right? But as far as official high school goes, but so what? High school's stupid. School's stupid. I don't know. It's just that the thing is, I'm always just kind of thinking in the back of my head, okay, what's the highlight of everyone's life, of each person's life? There's going to be a high point in each person's life where just overall they've done something amazing, they're getting a lot of credit, or getting recognition, or something really great they've done. And the thing is, I don't I don't ever want to really hit that. I want it to always be getting better and better and better as time goes on. That's kind of what ATFO is. I want, as each year passes, this place gets better and better and better. In 10 years, it's awesome. In 10 years after that, it's incredible. In 10 years after that, it's unbelievable. It's just that's how my mindset is with a lot of things. And I feel too many people, it's as if they've just wasted everything because they spent so much focusing on their sports, and then when you get older you certainly can't do it anymore, and if you're not the tip top best, well, you're not going to make it as a career, so they end up working crappy jobs, not getting a good education, and basically they do nothing but pay attention to professional sports and how other people are playing. If you're into it, that's cool, but I enjoy watching a great game myself, but it seems to me people spend way too much time just diving into it for weird reasons, like they're trying to relive their best years, which were when they were 18 years old. 18 years old, that's so young. It's just kind of sad for those specific people. That's how I see it. I'm sorry, but no, I don't dislike people who play sports or like sports, because I've played sports. I like sports. I just have other interests myself. But I don't know, the whole high school. I really don't like the high school system, sports system here, because our country has put such an emphasis and importance and value in high school sports, more than that of high school education. It's just it really makes me angry, because there are so many stupid people out there. It's, man, seriously go to college for 5, 10 years, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 years, and actually try and learn and just look at the people around you, and it's just amazing. Kind of just I have no idea what goes through people's heads. It's like, seriously, what is going through this person's head? Why would they decide to do this? It's just crazy how much a lack of an education and poor schooling, um, from parents and school and everything, that how big of an impact it can leave on someone's life. And that's what our country focuses on. We care more about our sports than our education. We do. And it makes me angry, and that's a big reason why I just I don't know. I hate this. I really hate how we have such an emphasis on it all, which is great. It's a great activity, and it's great. It certainly is good, but it's not all that everyone makes it to be, and I think it leaves a very a very false impression on those that participate. And that if they're not able to see the big picture of the world, that yeah, you are so great because you play track, you run track, you are so great, you're so great, you're so great, and then get out into the real world, being 40 years old, not running at all, and you got no skills, and now you're just left in the dumps. That's a pretty sucky thing. I'm strange like that, though. The whole, seriously, like, my parents or everything, nobody ever talked me and uh, talked to, put these ideas in my head. I just kind of developed on my own. Basically, what my parents always did is just say, hey, do what you want to do, work hard, um, work at whatever you want to do. But also, them and other adults, oh, you should, yeah, try play sports or go to parties, do illegal things, bad things like that. I'm just, no, I want to get out of these situations. I don't want to have to rely on anybody. I don't want any problems in my life. I want everything to be as good as possible. So I knew what I had to do. I have to be smart. That's what you have to do. You got to learn to be smart and work on your own. Because I'm not gonna lie. I want money. I want to be rich. I want to be well off. I don't want to struggle with money at all. Um, and I want to buy a lot of things. So, and in order to do that, you gotta get a good head on your shoulders. So yeah, I don't know if any of that made sense to you, like they usually are, but probably didn't make sense to me. But yeah, hey, seriously, same stuff goes with video games. I mean, I can't stand people who put such an emphasis on video games, and that's all they care about. They're just wasting their time. Everything they do now, it's not going to matter in 10 years. All that knowledge they have on all these new games and everything, it's not going to matter, and it's just stupid. And I really can't stand people who just put such an emphasis on it. It's just ridiculous. You could say, I guess, same hatred I have for the high school sports system and emphasis is basically the same hatred I have for all those people who edit their videos and do nothing but promote you to be the elite pooner of noobs on video games, because it's all just a bunch of bogus, ridiculous crap that people are using to, oh, got a phone call, to feel better about themselves in the little world they live in. It's just lies. It's just false lies that are indirect, and now nobody really knows they're doing it. But that's just all there is to it. If you want to get the most out of everything, then you're gonna have to learn how to do it on your own. I'm never gonna be a top video game player ever. It's not gonna get me anywhere. Even if I was the top video game player, it probably wouldn't really get me anywhere, so it's not something I should focus on. I play games because they're fun. They're my baseball, I play it because it's fun, and luckily it's harder to play sports fun than it is video games because I could sit here by myself and just meet anyone from around the world. Sports, you gotta kind of get a group of people around together, which can kind of suck uh, at times if you get some screwed up people. But yeah, that's a good thing. They really, I think if you get the older you get too, the better the sports become at a light level because you can join, soccer club, you can join baseball club, and you just play for fun. You might practice a bit, but it's just a bunch of old people that they've got jobs. They're not practicing every day to kill everybody at the game. They're just playing for the fun of it, and it's not about the competition or representing your team so much. It's just about having fun, and it's a shame that high school really doesn't see it like that in America. Okay, I better stop. I can't stand those video game people too. They're the absolute worst. Because at least with sports, you're exercising. You got these incredible video game players. They're sitting at home, pale, drinking energy drinks, getting fat. Oh, it's just awful. That is not something you should promote. That's not something you want to be.